Hey guys, it's me, Captain Awesome here, and basically this is the official movie review for San Andreas. And by the way, guys, as you can see on the title, it will contain loads of spoilers and everything. So basically, guys, if you want to go watch the movie first in the cinema or the website, where however you watch it, go ahead and don't stop watching right now and go watch it in the cinema or something. If you don't really care for spoilers, just continue watching anyway. But yeah, basically let's just get right into this review. Won't be as long as usual reviews, but yeah, I wanted to check out San Andreas, and I'm doing an official movie review about it. Okay, here we go. Well, basically, this was the plot for the movie before we go into it. It basically was this. When the San Andreas fault triggers a magnitude 9 earthquake, a search rescue helicopter pilot, aka Dwayne The Rock Johnson, must navigate the destruction from Los Angeles to San Francisco to save his daughter. So that was basically the plot. The director was Brad Payton. The music composer was the soundtrack was by Andrew Lockington, and the cast was Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Chief Raymond Ray Gaines, also Carrie Junior Gio was in the movie too. Many people will know her pretty much from, by the way, from playing pretty much. I think I can't remember who she played in Watchmen, the DC Comics movie, that epic movie, but she was basically her pretty much. Also, Colton Haynes was in it, so shout out to Team War fans and also, Arrow fans, pretty much DC fans for that one too. And yeah, and for me, before we go into anything, I felt the cast was a great cast, a great likable cast with a lot of heroic characters and everything and stuff. So yeah, and overall, I thought this was an awesome movie. But let's get into the review, shall we? Pretty much. Here we go. Basically, San Andreas starts off pretty much, it's doing this, doing the music and everything, the epic music of, the soundtrack and everything in the beginning. Then it, pretty much shows this blonde girl. She basically is just driving normally, and then she basically, something starts happening, and it makes her fall pretty much off the cliff. Her car gets stuck and everything, and then The Rock and Colton Haynes' characters, they basically come to pretty much rescue her. Colton Haynes goes down first, but then he gets his arm stuck. So then Dwayne The Rock Johnson, basically, AKA, pretty much, Ray ends up going down, pretty much, and he ends up rescuing both of them, as he has a lot of experience. He's saved many lives doing what he does for a living. But basically, then it shows pretty much this professor guy who works at university, who pretty much him and his friend have been trying to pretty much predict earthquakes and everything and stuff. And then they basically see something that could potentially be an earthquake, so they go look for it. Ray basically comes home and everything, because he's respected, he's loved by his colleagues and everything. You can see it, and he's very confident. But then when he comes home, you can see that he's one of those dads that basically, he's broken up with his wife. His wife's dating some rich guy, and his daughter pretty much wants them to get back together, but she is having to go with her mother and everything. So you again that you're taking that off of your Ray's character pretty much. Like you like him a lot, and basically he's a very heroic character, but also you feel sorry for him because he basically is on his own pretty much. Then after that, this movie, and we're only talking about like the first 10 or 15 minutes, basically, or 20 minutes, and then the movie just goes straight into mode now, like, because basically the professor and his friend pretty much go to this place, and then, as they predicted, an earthquake was basically, or a plate was moving or something like that, and then basically an earthquake started happening, and basically the whole bridge was basically falling and everything, and the friend was like the last one left, but he was going to run, and then he saw this little girl, and he picked her up, and then he basically ended up saving her and everything and throwing her to the professor, who ended up catching the girl, but his friend sadly died and everything, being a hero. So yeah. And pretty much mourning the friend, he went to work and everything, but then he found out that there was another earthquake actually coming, and the earthquake the plate had traveled all the way to San Francisco and stuff. So yeah. So basically, Blake, the daughter, pretty much goes with Daniel, the boyfriend, and everything, and they go to hit one of the buildings, like a hotel or something, and everyone's going places. Pretty much, Emma has pretty much gone to meet up with the sister of Daniel and everything. By the way, played by Kylie Minogue. By the way, she had a camo in the movie, and yeah, that was pretty weird, but pretty cool. But yeah, and then basically, also, Blake meets the two two main characters, two heroic characters, Ollie and Ben, two British brothers, who, by the way, were awesome in the movie. I really enjoyed those two. Yeah, she meets them, and then basically that's when, and you basically just see, because of the first earthquake, Ray is basically on a helicopter going towards where the destruction was for that video, for that earthquake and everything. But then basically another earthquake in San Francisco starts happening. The bloody city, half the city bloody gets destroyed. Like buildings are falling down. Freaking, everything is just falling apart. Blake gets stuck in a car underground and everything. In the building, and Daniel basically was in the car with her. He basically went to go get help, but because he gets scared of what's going on, he basically just leaves her. But luckily for Blake, Ben and Ollie end up finding her and saving her pretty much before the car gets crushed and falls. The building where Emma was, she was basically told pretty much by Ray to go to the top of the building. Most of the people died where she was and everything, but luckily Ray came in time and saved her, pretty much got her on the helicopter. Now, they basically got in communication with Emma, and Ray got in communication with Blake and everything, and they basically told her that they basically need her to go to higher ground so then they can eventually find her and stuff. But while that's happening, the professor finds out that one more big, massive, pretty much, earthquake is actually going to happen, and it's pretty much going to be like the biggest one where it's going to literally affect the entire city of San Francisco, and pretty much a tsunami's going to turn up too. So yeah, pretty much Ray and Emma's basically try to pretty much land, but they pretty much end up crashing the helicopter and stuff, and they end up having to find a way to pretty much get to trying to find a way to get to San Francisco, the city, and everything, and and they end up getting a plane and stuff, and then they end up jumping off of it into the into a football stadium or a baseball stadium, I think it was. But that was like a really cool scene and everything. And basically, you could just see the Ray and Emma get finding their love for each other, which was really cool. And also, Emma pretty much had found out the truth that Daniel had left her daughter, and she was pissed off of him. And she pretty much like that was pretty funny when she basically told him like and stuff. Pretty much. I think she gave him like she did like a message to him and stuff, but I don't think he ever got it because he pretty much dies. Just know that he pretty much gets squashed in the tsunami. So yeah. But yeah, Ben and Ollie end up helping Blake travel across San Francisco. At one point, Ben does get badly injured, but they continue making him go on, which is cool. And then basically, we get to the part where all the city is getting freaking destroyed. Like everyone is just dying and everything. It's just, oh my god, that was just insane, that scene. And then after that, the tsunami hits, and that was a crazy scene because Ray and Emma pretty much are trying to go over the tsunami, and right when they get near the top and they've got over it, a freaking like a submarine basically starts turning up, in boats pretty much as well and everything, and it starts crashing into everything, and it's just crazy. And to be safe, Ben, Blake, and also Ollie end up going to the building that Daniel pretty much mentioned about that they're building, and they because it's the highest building in the city, they ended up going there to pretty much go to safe ground. Ray and Emma are in a boat, pretty much, traveling around looking for, Blake and everything. Blake and Ollie end up sending a message to them, and they see them, but then more of the tsunami comes in and stuff, and it starts making everyone drown and stuff. So Ray basically goes into them and everything, and he pretty much looks like he almost basically fails to save Blake and everything, as he almost completely drowns. But he ends up getting her out, and also, pretty much Emma helps Ben, Blake, Ollie, and also Ray get out of the building and everything before pretty much everything, everyone drowns and everything, and they're on the boat. But basically, and also Blake is alive still, and an interesting part of the story, the reason why basically Emma and Ray broke up was because apparently was because they actually had another daughter and everything. She was like in that, and she died by drowning and everything, and he couldn't save her, Ray, and that's why he could never open up about it, and that's why they broke up and stuff. Now this time he actually did save his other daughter, which was cool and everything. I think you kind of knew And also near the end of the movie, Ben and Blake kissed and everything and stuff. And basically, you just see the destruction, but also you see like the armies helping out everyone in the city, and the Ray ends up saying pretty much that they're gonna rebuild and everything. And also the professor also and also got praised a lot along with the news reporter, because they ended up announcing a big earthquake was coming, the final one was coming, so everyone to get shelters. So they actually saved loads of people as well by doing that, and they got praised. And then the movie just ends like that in a really good way. Now, okay, so how do I feel about the movie? I thought it was an awesome movie, a great disaster movie. Not the greatest disaster movie ever, but it was definitely one of the best within the last probably 10 years. And to say, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's always solid in his roles. He keeps getting better as an actor, so he did great in the lead role. Carla Juninho, she was really good as usual. She's a great actress. The girl that played Blake, because Alexandra Dario, who a lot of people actually said they wanted to, her to be Jessica Jones for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and now I actually kind of understand why. She's actually a great actress. Yeah, and also, Archie Panaby. Oh, actually, no. Wait, let me just go look at the cast again. Oh no, Hugo Johnston and Bert and Art Peckinston, Ollie and Ben, they were great in the movie. The brothers and everything, really heroic and stuff. I think Ollie had the best lines of the movie, and Ben was like, the most likable character in the movie and stuff. Plus, the most funny character. But yeah, I thought the professor was great and everything. The news report was cool too, and yeah, I thought it was a really really awesome film and everything. I give it 7 out of 10 and stuff, and yeah, I really enjoyed this movie and stuff. And yeah, so thank you guys if you watch this live. If you're gonna also, for the people that are gonna watch it when it's uploaded, thank you as well. And everything. Can't wait to do another movie review, and the next one is likely to be in the next few weeks as Jurassic World is coming out. So expect that movie review to be on here. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing this again, as I always do. By the way, guys, expect Ant-Man, also Star Wars, and maybe a few other movies for the rest of the year, movie reviews on my channel. So yeah, okay, leave a like and comment for your opinions. Subscribe for more videos. But by the way, also, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link to my Twitter is in the description, and also the link to my YouNow channel is in the description too. And also, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just hit that subscribe button. But thank you guys for watching live, and also thank you guys for watching when it's going to be uploaded. See you guys. I'm out.